with our grip. That's pretty much all I can get out of the car today without getting out and hitting any cones. Because in our filming today, no cones were harmed in any of this filming. Don't worry about those tracks out there. Hi, my name is Max. Welcome to Team O'Neill. Today we're going to compare pendulum turns and trail brake turns. Both are important skills to have. They each have their own purpose, but which one is truly faster? Today we're going to be driving our day 3 course setup. I'll be driving a left-hand sweeper into a right-hand 90, and that's where we're going to be doing the timing is through our right-hand 90, seeing which is faster, pendulum or trail brake. So what we're going to do is 3 separate runs, 3 runs pendulum, 3 runs trail brake. I'm going to run our day 3 course kind of mild until the sweeper, and then midway in the sweeper I'm going to make sure I'm going as fast as I can through our start cones, and then Drew will hit the stop exiting the right hand 90, and we'll see what's faster. With my pendulum turns, I'm going to just make sure I keep the car in control. I might be straight line braking into a pendulum. We'll see. I can't really tell until I feel the car. So here we go, run 1. All right. What do we got, Drew?
4.92 seconds.
4.92 on run 1 in the pendulum. Let's see if I can drive it in there a little deeper. Maybe I brake a little later. All right, let's get after it. Run 2, pendulum. Keep it in control the first few turns. And now let's go. Even grab first on that one just for the benefit of the doubt there. What do we got for time?
5.02 seconds.
5:02. So we're on our way up to our 3rd run. And yeah, we're in a WRX here. So I am having to straight line brake before my pendulum turn. It kind of makes you brake, off the brake, turn, a lot of things with the vehicle. I don't know if that's all that fast. Sure is fun. All right, let's do another one. This one we'll try to see what we can get away with without hitting any cones. Really get a run for it back here. Not even lifting. Grab. What about that one?
5.13.
5.13. Even downshifting the first and keeping the turbo going, I actually went slower. So just because you have your RPMs up and the wheels are spinning doesn't really mean you're going much faster. That one for sure felt the wildest, but fast runs in cars aren't often wild feeling. They're pretty boring feeling. Should be. Good. Just keep at it. That was the slowest one too. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to be moving on to trail braking. And with trail braking, it really changes how I'm going to be going through my sweeper. That last run in the sweeper, I never lifted. I came into turn 3 in the course, got in the gas, and I stayed in the gas through the sweeper because setting up for my pendulum, I can let my car drift to the outside or understeer to the outside of my exit of the sweeper, which lines me up perfect for my next right-hand 90. So now I actually have to kind of be a little more tighty through the sweeper turn. I can't be as aggressive the turn prior to our right-hand 90. So we'll see what we get out of the trail braking. Ready, Drew?
Ready.
Again, first 3 turns, just going through to keep it in control. Keep my momentum going, about the same effort as my pendulum turns. .76. 4.76. We're already looking quicker. I already feel like I can help prove that a little bit. See if we can brake a little bit later. So that's what you're able to get out of the trail braking, is you can brake later. Pendulum turn, you only have roughly 25-30 meters to get your pendulum turn done. So you actually have to get the car to the appropriate speed for the corner way further back, where I'm able to stay on the throttle in my trail brake probably another full car length or 2 possibly. Run 2, trail brake. .446. I think that's our fastest time so far, right?
Yeah, absolutely, by quite a bit.
So, same thing. Once I was able to fully trail off my brakes, I grabbed first gear to really keep the turbo spooled up. Looked like I had a little bit better entry speed and exit speed coming out with my trail brake. All right, run 3 trail brake. Let's see what we can get away with.
Another 4.46.
4.46. I think with our grip, that's pretty much all I can get out of the car today without getting out and hitting any cones. In our filming today, no cones were harmed in any of this filming. Don't worry about those tracks out there. All right, so that proved it. Trail braking's faster. So trail braking's faster for this scenario. You're not always going to have the same exact scenario in rally. In fact, in rally, probably has the most diverse conditions that you'll have to be driving on in any form of motorsports. So the answer is probably mostly trail braking, but if you have a tight little technical course, maybe pendulum turns is the way to go. All right, so we just did 3 pendulum turns, 3 trail brake turns, timed each one. Trail braking was faster. The reason for that, especially with the conditions and the course we set up today, I'm able to get the car nice and straight, brake really hard, nice and late, and then finish my turn. The pendulum turn, I had to kind of start my pendulum turn 20 to 30 meters back from my apex. I had to straight line brake into my pendulum, but I still had to have the appropriate speed for the corner by the time roughly I started that pendulum turn. That basically made me have to brake sooner than the trail brake. I think I was able to get roughly another car length out of my straightaway, then be on the brakes. One advantage I did have out of that sweeper turn with the pendulum is I was able to get through there without lifting and really run the exit wide to set up for my pendulum. So I was even more aggressive in the sweeper turn for the pendulum than the trail brake, because I had to exit up the inside for the trail brake. But being able to have the wheels straight, brake really hard, get my weight on the front end, was able to help me make my turn quicker than a pendulum. So those are the results we had today. In rally, it's not really much of a definitive answer. The answer is really going to be depends. If I was on some icier, slicker conditions, maybe I want that side-to-side weight transfer to be constantly working. I probably don't want my car centered up. So then I'd probably choose a pendulum, a nice and tidy one, but it still would be a bit of a pendulum swing through that turn. But for most stage rallies, you're going to find trail braking is what you're going to be mostly doing. And maybe if you're doing some rallycross racing where you're not really hardly out of first or second gear, maybe pendulum turns are gonna be your key. So there's another technique video for you guys. Hopefully that helps you with your daily driving or your racing. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. Thank you much.
Hey, this is Chris Sear, CEO and partner at Team O'Neill. Thank you so much for visiting our channel. If you want to join our community, please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about us or book a course, please visit teamoneil.com. We look forward to connecting with you.